Hello, my name is Edo Plantinga. I am from the Netherlands, and I would like to tell you a little bit about the current transformation that's going on within the Dutch municipalities, where we're transforming to an open source ecosystem of digital services. That's a mouthful. There we are. So I will tell you a little bit about the movement called Common Ground, Demodom as a showcase website, and also the platform strategies that we're currently following for our municipalities. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to contact me afterwards at Edo Plantinga. Okay, but first of all, what problem are we trying to solve here with this Common Ground movement? The current IT landscape for municipalities is a bit like this picture here. It's a bit of an IT spaghetti in which there's no clear separation between data, logic, and the user interface, which means that data is usually locked within applications. And as we all know, all the government applications are usually highly interconnected. And so this is holding us back for when we want to provide a more seamless service to our inhabitants. Another problem is vendor lock-in. There's currently a very a low number of suppliers that supply all of the ICT for the municipalities, with the obvious disadvantages for that situation. So one way of looking at the Common Ground movement or vision, whatever you want to call it, the idea is to develop an app store for municipalities with modern API-based open source digital services consisting of reusable components. Well, that's a mouthful, but pretty much it's quite similar to the apps in an app store you have on your mobile phone. But of course, it's a little bit more complicated because a lot of apps actually need to talk to each other. You can imagine if you want to apply for a new passport, for example, you're not just dealing with the passport application process, but also with lower level databases and stuff like that. But you can still look at it as a platform ecosystem, much as your ecosystem as your app store on your mobile phone, in which the basic layer of the platform can be reused by all apps, so that there's less redundancy on the platform layer. So the benefits for municipalities are quite simple. It's easy to reuse the open source services that are available. Because of this reuse, there's less reinventing the wheel. So in the end, we believe it will be cheaper for municipalities as well. And it allows them to be more in control of their own ICT because everything is transparent and open source. And it's not only more transparent for the municipalities themselves, but also people that are concerned with government transparency and how decisions are made in government and things like that. But of course, the end goal is to serve inhabitants better. Through better integration of components, a more consistent look and feel, and in the end also by involving more suppliers and more people in the ecosystem, this will drive a higher level of innovation as well, which of course serves the inhabitants well. And the benefits for app developers, on the other hand, they can save time on commodity stuff, how to access data, a lot of security concerns, etc., etc. Which will allow for more rapid innovation, and also the App Store will help with the marketing of their specific application. All right, that sounds all nice and dandy, of course, but so you might wonder, what do these services actually look like? And this is where our Demodom municipality, it's a fictional municipality, obviously. This is where Demodom comes in. We have joined forces with many municipalities, but also with many suppliers to create a fictional website for this fictional municipality, where all these applications are showcased, so you can actually see what buttons you can push if you're an inhabitant, but also the civil servants working for municipalities. They can check out what's available on what kind of components are available already. So there's a number of goals we hope to serve with Demodom. First of all, like I said, showcase these digital services, but also increase collaboration between government organizations and their suppliers. You can imagine, having an ecosystem of components and smaller modules. That also means that you need to collaborate between those different organizations that supply those modules. Also, the idea is to improve the quality of those components and to innovate and help develop new components and customer journeys and whatnot. Okay, so this is what our meta website looks like on demodom.org. You can take a look. It's all in English as well. We strive to document our code in English as much as possible too. And even our Slack group is in English, so you're more than welcome to have a look. Join our Slack group and see if there's any components or software you can reuse, and just hang out with us if you have some questions. So please visit us at demodom.org, and I hope to see you there soon. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.